second is my boots. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, do that thing down below. I've had a few questions about the gear I wear when I ride, and I've been thinking about doing this video, so I'm going to go through that. There are a few things that I want to upgrade and replace. I will talk about that as well, and then why I've gotten away from wearing the big, heavy ADV jackets, which I can't stand. That was all they had for a very long time, but now there's some alternatives, and that's what I'll primarily talk about more towards the end. So starting at the bottom with the boots that I wear, right now I am wearing a motocross O'Neill boot. I lost one of my boots last year when I moved to California. I needed a replacement that was something quick and easy. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I've been wearing an O'Neill motocross boot for almost 2 years now. It has worked great. I may upgrade to a little bit better, nicer motocross boot, but the one thing I'm not going to do is go with a typical adventure waterproof boot. My feet don't stink nearly as much as they did when I was wearing the waterproof boots, and I like that they stay a little bit cooler in the high temperatures, and they actually stay warmer in the cold temperatures as long as they're dry, because my foot is not perspiring and having it stay in the boot. So I have preferred a boot that breathes. Now, my feet are wet right now, or my boots are wet from it raining. I have waterproof socks. I am wearing those today. So with a regular breathable motocross boot and some waterproof socks, it gives you a lot of versatility. Now under that, I wear basically just some synthetic underwear that dries quickly and is comfortable and a little bit supportive. What I really want to do is get some of the padded shorts to go over those. I think Force Field makes something like that. There's a supermodel out there by the name of John T. Young who is a model for them, and he has those types of shorts. So that's what I'm looking to do. So I don't have hip pads in these pants. I have had hip pads in the past. I am going to add those. All right, I just told you I was going to add some padded shorts to the protection gear that I wear, and last week when I filmed that, when I got home, I ordered some, and that is the Liet 4.0 padded shorts. They have level CE1 in the hips and over the thigh, and they also have a padded chamois that's supposed to provide some cooling on your rear. So the reason I went with these is partly the price, and I wanted to have the protection closer to my body, held into my body, not in the pants. And since I've lost hip pads out of my other pants, I wanted something like this. I don't know if the chamois is going to help with monkey butt. I'll try it, but I'm still going to wear underwear underneath these so that these aren't super gross at the end of every single ride, because if I'm out for 3, 4, 5 days and I'm not going to a hotel or doing laundry, these are going to get gross. So I will wear underwear with those. Anyway, I just wanted to add the latest thing that I will be wearing as part of my protection package. So pants wise, I'm wearing Scorpio EXO adventure pants that have the knee pads. They have pockets for hip pads but don't have those. I am planning to add those. I don't normally like to wear black pants. I had gray ones. The gray ones were returned under warranty because the seams on the rear panels were coming apart. They replaced them. I had a choice of either getting the black pants right away or waiting 6 months to get the gray pants. So therefore I am wearing black. It's been fine. They were replaced under warranty. Very happy about that. As far as the pants go, the venting is okay on them. I haven't found an adventure pant that doesn't cost more than $300 that I'm really happy about, and I don't like the idea of spending $300+ for a pair of pants that are going to get worn and ripped and eventually going to die anyway. And they're very big, clunky, and heavy, which kind of fits in that whole adventure theme. Now with these pants, the reason I chose the Scorpion ones is the knees and the ass panels are 1680 denier. I wanted the highest abrasion I could get. I think there's higher abrasion materials now, but when I bought these, that was the highest. Next is I wear a synthetic shirt. Sometimes I'll wear a long sleeve. Right now I have a short sleeve on, and it's just from the moisture wicking, and then also it'll dry a little bit better under a smaller breeze than cotton. Cotton just, once it gets wet, it just does not dry, especially out here on the East Coast where the humidity is really high. Once you're wet, you stay wet. So this is what I wear here. All right, the next thing I wear is the Knox. It's meant to be a jacket, but it's kind of like the armored shirts. It's very tight fitting. It is CE level 2 in the shoulders, elbows, and also the back. And more importantly, the reason I chose this particular jacket is because this has abrasion resistance in the shoulders, the elbows, and the front, and that was very important to me. I wanted to have abrasion resistance in whatever armored jacket or shirt I was going to put on. What I found is a lot of the armored jackets or the armored shirts, they don't have the abrasion resistance. So if you're going to wear them on the road, you still have to put a jacket over the top of it, where this doesn't necessarily need a jacket. Now, if you've been watching my videos in the past, you know I also wear a jersey over the top of this. Part of that is I don't want bug guts all over this and have to clean it. And the other thing is I picked a jersey that was a lighter color so that it wouldn't be attracting the sun and be quite as hot, where this is a lot of black and darker colors. I put this on to keep the colors down. And this flows a lot of air, so it doesn't change how much airflow is getting through my jacket. So those are the things that I wear here. I also wear a neck gaiter, which I'll put that on now because I'm starting to get ready to go. And what I do with this is I usually pull this up high enough so my chin strap goes underneath and it's not rubbing my neck. And then it's also to keep stuff from hitting my neck. I've had a lot of bugs that have gotten in here. I could feel them make contact, but it's not hitting my skin. And it's also to try to keep my skin from getting burned, especially on the back of my neck. I've just kind of gotten used to it, so it feels weird riding without this. So I leave that on. Glove wise, I just have some Alpine Stars street gloves that I primarily wear. If I know I'm going to be doing a lot of off-road riding, then I will put on a pair of motocross mountain bike gloves that I have, just because they're a little bit lighter and there's a little bit more dexterity in these than a road glove. And usually by then it's hot, and these are cooler than a full leather glove. So that's what I do for glove wise. Helmet, I wear a street helmet. I do not wear an adventure helmet. I have an HJC Rafa 70. I do need to replace it. It's got banged up pretty good when I had my off in February, but I'm probably not going to go with the adventure style helmets with the peaks. I don't like the peaks because if you get crosswinds, it tugs on your helmet a lot, at least the helmets that I've had. Granted, I haven't spent $800 on an adventure helmet. I don't know that I will, but $400 seems reasonable. I'm not sold on the peaks. Maybe there's an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening where it's able to keep some of the sun out of your eyes, but I don't think it's really in my future right now. I am looking at some of them. I may try it again, but right now I just prefer a road helmet because of all the road riding I do to do the off-road riding. One of the other things I do with my helmet is I wear a skull cap underneath it, and the reason I do that is it prevents my head from getting hot spots. When I wasn't wearing this, sometimes my hair gets smashed down in one place or another, or way the liner in the helmet sits or the foam or something, it would push in certain areas and I would tend to get hot spots. Or if I was riding all day, there would be areas on my head that really got irritated from being in the helmet, and wearing this has prevented that. So I can wear my helmet all day and not even think twice, where before wearing this it would irritate my head. And the other thing about wearing something like this is it keeps your oils from your hair from getting in the liner of the helmet, so it makes it quite a bit better, just to keep your helmet a little bit cleaner. The adventure jackets with all of the armor and the liners and all of that is awful. It's big, it's bulky, it's heavy, and I want to be able to have a layered approach that I get to choose which each of those layers are. I don't want someone to decide that for me. The last thing that I do for inclement weather, if it's going to be rainy, I have a really cheap rain coat that's a couple sizes too big, and I paid $30 for it. I like that because I can just slip it on. It's small and it's lightweight. It's not a big, bulky textile type waterproof jacket. I don't like those. I don't want my adventure or my over jacket to be waterproof either. I just like putting this on. It works perfectly and it's pretty inexpensive to replace. I can go into basically any Walmart, Target, any of those places and replace that jacket if something happens to it. The one I'm wearing now, I've been wearing for close to 3 years. When it does rain, it's worked perfectly. So I'm not a fan of spending hundreds of dollars on rain gear. As far as rain pants go, these have a waterproof coating to them. I rode in the rain yesterday. As long as the vents were closed, they stayed mostly dry. It's not that cold here, so it wasn't a big deal. When it is colder, I put my waterproof liner back in these pants. That's the only time I use a liner. So I think that is everything that I wear for the most part. I have 2 quick alibis before the rain gets going here again. I did buy a new helmet. As you can see, I bought the Scorpion EXO 18950. I couldn't figure out what helmet I wanted. It does have a peak. I'm going to give it a try. If I don't like it, I can take it off and just cover up where the screen comes together. I wanted to try a modular helmet. That's what this is. So far, I really like it. Okay, so that's the first alibi. The second is my boots. I found some Alpinestars Corazol on sale, or I found them for $210, which I was planning to buy motocross boots for about that price. I've used these before. I liked them. They are waterproof, but after the first filming that I did, I have spent probably 80% of my time since that point moving forward riding in the rain, and today is no exception. So anyway, just a quick interruption. If you have any other questions about the things that I wear when I ride, please leave those in the comments below. A couple of things I'm considering adding is the Liet neck brace. I just haven't got to that point yet, but I am thinking about that. And then I'm also thinking about maybe some knee braces that have the protection in them. I just don't know if I want all that extra bulk either. So I'm trying to decide if that's going to be the right option for me. So if you have any thoughts on the neck braces or knee braces, leave those in the comments below as well. Thanks for watching. I am in the middle of section 2 of the Mid-Atlantic BDR. I'm going to try to finish the rest of this section and section 1 today. And then I will only have a few sections left to actually finish this over the next few weekends. So get out, do some riding, ride safe, and I will see you out there.